11 things to do on this trip in 2021. You either love or detest Vegas, but one thing is for sure, it's a city you should visit only to find out. There's something for everyone here, whether it's for the nightlife, the casinos, or just the entire experience of one of the most vibrant and fascinating cities in the world. Getting off the beaten path, on the other hand, can be difficult. With that in mind, we decided to compile a list to do in Las Vegas. Your entire trip to Sin City doesn't have to center entirely around gambling or casinos. So we got you covered with a list of the city's top activities to ensure you don't have a slot machine heavy trip to Las Vegas. Number 11. See the iconic Las Vegas sign. The Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign is one of the most recognizable Las Vegas trip attractions. The symbol was built in 1959, and people have been snapping photos with it to remember their visit ever since. Furthermore, it is one of the top free things to do in Las Vegas. We recommend visiting the sign during the day and night because it is one of the cheapest things to do on the Las Vegas trip. This way, you can obtain various shots and experience the strip when it's quiet and when it's bustling. Stopping by the fabulous Las Vegas sign is a terrific way to kick off your trip to Sin City and begin exploring the other exciting things to do on the Las Vegas Strip. Number 10. Ride a gondola at the Venetian. You don't have to travel all the way to Europe simply to see Venice. Yes, it's one of the most touristy things to do in Las Vegas, but it must be done. To be fair, the casino hotels in the city are very striking, and some of them are well worth a visit. The Venetian has the extra perk of not just looking like a copy of Venice and its canals, but you can also take a gondola ride from here. The Las Vegas Strip can provide an authentic Venetian atmosphere, complete with cobblestone walks, gondola rides, sky-painted ceilings, and elaborate European architecture. The Grand Canal Shops has over 160 stores to choose from. The Grand Canal Shops will have everything for you. Whether you want to whip up a brand new outfit from Las Vegas, drink coffee, have lunch, sing your heart out, or load up on beauty. If you're interested in the gondolas, you may book a ride and enjoy one of the most romantic things to do in Las Vegas for couples. Glide down the Grand Canal, followed by a free concert by the Venetian's classical singers, musicians, and actors. The gondolas sing to you as you pass by all the stores on either side. It's a unique thing to do in Las Vegas simply because it's strange to feel like you're in Venice while in the middle of the American desert. It's classic, cheesy, and entertaining. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Number 9. Climb to the top of the Eiffel Tower. Las Vegas not only has Italy, but it also has a replica of the Eiffel Tower, Arc de Triomphe, and La Fontaine de Mont, albeit a bit smaller than the original. Of course, Las Vegas has its own Eiffel Tower. Well, why wouldn't it have an Eiffel Tower if it has its own Venice Canal? The summit of this remarkable half-scale duplicate is accessible through a 460-foot-high glass elevator. You'll get 360-degree views of the city, from the Bellagio fountains to the other sights and sounds. Paris Las Vegas also has a sign shaped like a Montgolfier balloon, a theater called Le Theatre d'Art, and a facade reminiscent of Louvre, Musée d'Orsay, and Paris Opera House. By exploring only one hotel, you can go through the top tourist spots in France. Do you want to have a couple drinks? Paris Las Vegas also has some of the most lavishly furnished bars in Las Vegas. If you're looking for the most extraordinary things to do in Las Vegas tonight, head to the top of the Eiffel Tower replica for a romantic supper with amazing views of Sin City. All major Parisian landmarks light up at night, and Bellagio's fountains dance in the background from various viewpoints. Number 8. Purchase artwork from Art Omen. Cigarette vending machines were once popular in the United States. That is, until they became unpopular due to health warnings and such. So, the question was, what were we going to do with all of these wonderful-looking throwback cigarette machines? Clark Whittington's solution was simple. Transform them into small art vending machines, of course. Art Omats, as they are now known, are locations where you can purchase an original piece of artwork for $5, ranging from miniature sculptures to pocket-sized paintings and illustrations. plastics may be found in the Cosmopolitan Hotel and Casino. Finding them is one of the most fun and unusual things to do in Las Vegas. You also get some art out of it. Number 7. Taste the wine at the Rio Wine Cellar and Tasting Room. Another romantic thing to do in Las Vegas is visiting the Rio Wine Cellar and Tasting Room. This winery, conveniently located within striking distance of the Strip, is a terrific spot to see if both of you and your spouse appreciate the notion of wine, drinking together, or simply experiencing something new. This is one of those places that most tourists do not visit. There is a lot of wine to sample here, with $10 million worth of wine. That's over 10,000 bottles, so you might not get through them all. Enjoying the international cheese selections expertly coupled with the wine is a highlight, since, well, cheese and wine. Number 6. See the Strip lit up at night. The Strip at night is unquestionably one of the best things to do in Las Vegas. Seeing all the Strip's neon lights and gleaming signs is an all-out wow moment. There isn't a better way to understand what Las Vegas is all about than to witness this sight. We're sure you'll enjoy it, and don't forget to bring your camera. Before we continue the list, please subscribe and hit the like button. It really helps us to bring you more content. And please don't forget to turn on the notification icon so you won't miss out on our other great videos. Number 5. Eat your way around the Strip. Eat in the Strip? Yes, that's right. This city is jam-packed with fantastic restaurants, making it a treat for foodies every time they visit. You would think it's simply gambling and taverns with old-timely music, but it's much more. Eating your way through the Strip will provide you with a unique insight into the city's history and local culture. Check out Gordon Ramsay's restaurant if you're looking for something a little more upscale. There are Asian eateries in the unofficial Chinatown off the west side of the Strip for something more low-key. You can eat almost anything from all over the world here. It's delicious. Number 4. Explore Titanic, the Artifact Exhibition. Have you always been fascinated by the infamous British steamship that sank in 1912? If you can't get enough of it, there's a Titanic museum with baggage, tiles, and an open champagne bottle, ship's whistles, and many more artifacts. Luxor Hotel, located on the Strip, is an Egyptian-themed hotel and casino owned and operated by MGM Resorts International that houses 250 authentic Titanic relics. Fans and enthusiasts will especially like the museum's full-scale recreation of the Titanic's main stairway. If it's rainy or freezing outside, visit the immersive Titanic displays at the Luxor Hotel for a dark yet romantic evening. A tour can be booked for a more comprehensive experience, including staff knowledge of terrible personal tales from the Titanic's passengers. The more you discover and hear about the passengers and their things, the more you realize the tragedy's severity and the poignancy of the world-famous 1997 film. Number 3. Hit up the Neon Museum. Of course, with a rich history of neon sights and lights from the city's golden age, a museum will be dedicated to them. And it's a fantastic site to visit, one of the most unusual things to do in Las Vegas. After years of being stored in a neon sign-specific graveyard, it was decided that the city's neon sign legacy was artistically and historically valuable enough to refurbish and resurrect them in this monument to retro hedonism. Even the lobby of one of the city's classic motels, La Concha, was relocated and rebuilt. The Neon Museum displays both unrestored and restored neon signs from the cityscape of Las Vegas over the years, all of which light up at night thanks to ground lighting or repaired glass tubes. Book a 1-hour tour of the 2-acre outdoor exhibitions, including the Neon Boneyard, the North Gallery, public art, and special exhibits. Enjoy a plethora of photo opportunities as you travel back in time to enjoy what has now become a Las Vegas local tradition. Number 2. Go and see the Volcano Show. There are the canals at Venetian, the insane pyramid at the Luxor, and then there is the volcano. That is located at the Mirage. It's approximately insane. Certainly one of the most iconic things to do in Las Vegas. Every night, right outside the casino hotel complex, the volcano genuinely erupts with fire and smoke, creating a shockingly realistic-looking recreation of lava shooting out of a violently erupting volcano. There's the visual aspect, then there's the epic music to go with it, and then there's the lighting. and you can even feel the heat of the flames. All of it for free. It happens every hour in the evenings. For most people, this is the closest they will ever get to see a volcano erupt. Number 1. Be entertained at the Bellagio Fountain Show. If you're short on ideas for things to do in Las Vegas, perhaps because you're on a tight budget, you might consider going down to the Bellagio and waiting for the fountain show to begin. Yes, it's touristy, but it's also quite impressive. It's also completely free. This light and sound spectacle, mixed with coordinated sprays of water, is definitely worth it. Running every half hour for 10 minutes in the afternoon, and then every 15 minutes from 8 p.m. to midnight. Take photos, be awestruck, and then go on. Just a fun fact, it would take a year to fill the lake with a standard garden hose. Can you add something to this list? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. If you happen to have a travel buddy, don't forget to tag them. Watch these videos next, and I will see you in the next video.